A lot of Albertans picture Brian Jean as a hometown hero of sorts. He was there for his town of Fort McMurray when the wildfires started and ended up devastating the region, even refusing taking a spot that an evacuee might have and opting for camping out instead. He lost homes and possessions in that fire, but he persevered. And that's not the only time that Jean has seen hardship. Soon after he won the leadership race for the Wild Rose Party, and while on the campaign trail, he lost his son to what he deems as a failed Alberta healthcare system. For these reasons, I don't think that any other politician knows Alberta better than Brian Jean does. Being a business owner, he's lived through the ups and downs of a struggling economy, and he's lived through the worst that Alberta has to offer. And it's these experiences that I think helped to make Jean's first address in his town hall series in Airdrie the best I've ever heard from him. He spoke to the healthcare system.
I'm tired of a healthcare system that puts the interests of bureaucrats above the needs of patients. I'm sick of hearing stories about Albertans, my family, my friends, stuck in dangerous waiting lines for surgeries or for long-term care beds. It's happening right across the province. It's an epidemic. And I'm tired of pencil pushers in Edmonton telling Albertans the only solutions are to keep centralizing power into a broken, failed healthcare system.
He also addressed oil pricing and attacks on farms and our energy industry.
It truly shouldn't matter if a government can manage properly. It won't matter whether oil is at $30 a barrel or at $120 a barrel. We should be able to thrive at either. That means undoing NDP attacks on our farms and our energy sector.
And of course, Jean talked about uniting the right and how the progressive Conservatives need to figure out who they are.
There's been a lot of talk about uniting the right. A lot lately. Well, that's a good thing, my friends. I'm glad to see that people are finally following the lead of the Wild Rose. I've been talking about it for a year. If you remember last fall, many of you were there, I asked our members to work with PC members. I challenged our party to heal old wounds. But sadly, the PC establishment, MLAs, and some members still can't decide what they stand for or against. And at their most recent AGM, they made their intentions clear. They disappointed us and all Albertans. They voted overwhelmingly to closing the door on working with us and to move forward instead in isolation. This is not a movement I will support with donations or buying a membership. It's PC supporters who need to decide on their future. You may decide otherwise, but I believe we must let them decide their future. So if they change their mind and want to work with us, we can meet as equals, not as winners, not as losers. Until the PC party decides for certain if it wants to join with us and our movement, we can't become distracted from the work we are doing. This is important work.
Brian Jean says that the Wild Rose Party has had their dancing shoes on for over a year now when it comes to unification. The question remains as to whether the unification of Conservatives will actually happen and who will lead it. One thing that is certain is that Jean truly has his finger on the pulse of Alberta, and I think this is what gives him a leg up on Jason Kenney, who recently announced his entrance into the PC leadership race. The Wild Rose Party is alive and well, and they've out-fundraised all political parties in the province by tens of thousands of dollars. They also have the strongest support they've ever realized right now. I think it's going to take some serious convincing to get their membership to the table to form another party. Because right now, the Wild Rose are here to stay. Jean will be hosting his next town hall in Edmonton on July 25th, as a part of his summer tour of Alberta. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.